Welcome everyone to the Circus 20 podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of I said it too fast.
April 26th.
Yep,
It's April 26th.
As always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have the lovely gang of Commish, Hit Girl, Bridget, and producer Arthur on the ones and twos. Commish is holding his head in his hands. How are you doing, sir?
just a fun weekend. Had fatherly duties, coaching baseball, taking kids to the dentist. Really
How was the
nothing.
dentist? No cavities?
No cavities. They were just getting
yeah.
the sealants. So
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it feels like you've had a lot of kid.
Yeah,
dentist
you better
trips recently.
like recently, yeah.
well, the dentist was we went to the dentist and then the Virginia Tech parachutist thing happened while I was there.
Yes.
Which is why I
And so
remember
that
you were
was
there.
last week. But
Yes,
so they wanted us to do you want to wait 2 hours to get the sealants? I was like, no, we'll just do it next week.
Yeah,
and so this was
that makes sense.
we'll follow up, and we did that. It was relatively quick. It was pretty cool for my kid because he got an extra Hot Wheel essentially.
Nice.
Hey, you get a Hot
when you go
Wheel.
out and you have no cavities and you get to spin the wheel. We have Plinko.
It's just it's fine. The baseball game was great. The machine was working fine. Both
Good.
coaches
No
came to an
rain.
agreement. And Kiddo went 3 for 3, had 4 RBI,
Let's
but got stranded on third 3 times.
Oh,
So
I gotta step up, dude.
there was one where he almost made one kid hit. He was playing third base. One kid hit one over his head, and he jumped and just basically got the tip of the glove on it. He just couldn't come down with the catch. But that was the most thrilling moment in the stands for both sides. They were like, oh, we got one of those crowd noises. You don't really get those for 7 to 9-year-old kids, but we got
there's not very many crowd pops in small child baseball.
Not with that attitude.
Any good fielding in small child baseball is impressive.
Yeah.
Even a kid coming up with a good grounder is impressive.
Yeah. It was fun. I want to buy him a bigger glove now. I'm like, if he had a bigger glove, he would have caught it. I will note that this glove is one of those gloves that you could buy with a major league team on it. My dad got him a Pittsburgh Pirates glove.
Yeah.
That's why he missed it. It was a Pirates glove.
Hey, the Pirates are kind of good now.
They're this year.
Are there Rangers glove?
What? Why?
No one
No.
things. It's fine.
Everything I hear about the Rangers is bad vibes. Mainly
Yeah,
it's because I
especially this
don't
year,
follow.
buddy. Ugh.
Well, so here's the thing: I don't really follow baseball, so the bad vibe stuff I hear about is political. But
Yes.
yeah, bad vibes.
Commish, I will say that my kid also did baseball this weekend. I'm not coaching him, of course, which is why I'm allowed to live tweet games, which is nice. He did go 2 for 3, I think, this weekend. So I'm very impressed with that. He does this little shuffle thing when he runs, though. I sent you guys the video, and he runs it's hard to describe. It's a little like Fred Flintstone. It takes a minute for his feet to get going, and then he takes off.
You got to get him the Flintstone car.
I do.
I'm just hearing the
or at
sound
least play
effect
the
in my head.
Flintstone sound effects. Yep.
Just the Flintstone sound effect is going in my head right now.
Yeah.
So one of those quarterbacks that is not super mobile,
Basically,
like a Peyton or Eli Manning, not an Arch Manning. Arch
but
Manning,
tiny.
Surprisingly athletic.
Very tiny. Pit Girl, how are you?
It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. I went to the plant store, which was nice. The plant store has a cat. It's I'm so aggressively in my 30s now because I go to the plant store and I'm like, look at all the things. I'm gonna stand here and look at houseplants I don't have space for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the lighting conditions for this, but what a pretty plant.
It's not even that I
Imagine if
don't.
did.
Yeah, I have a big ass westward facing bay window, and so
Oh, that's
I
nice.
do actually have the lighting conditions for most houseplants. It's just that the bay window's already full. And so as much as I would like to get a Thai Monstera, I don't have anywhere to put it.
See, that's one of the few plants that I do have in our south facing window.
Mm-hmm.
And we just got a beautiful new leaf on the Tycon. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It finally started growing new leaves when I replanted everything. We had to size everything up a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
So I just took the afternoon and did that. And then little baby leaf, here it comes, just unfurling.
I get so excited when my plants have leaves. Like I will just drag obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend over to the window and point and be like, "Leaf,
Mm-hmm.
look at it.
Yeah,
It's
look
making a leaf."
Mm-hmm.
Bridget, how are you?
I'm good. I spent the weekend on Flathead Lake. I finally got to try out a sauna
Ooh.
built by a family member, which is very exciting. And I kind of felt like that guy when people were like, "Oh, who built this?" And I have to go, "Yeah, my father-in-law built this." And yesterday, as the day of recording, yesterday was the perfect day where it's not too hot and it's not too cold.
And all you need is a light
a
jacket.
light jacket, which was exactly true. There was a little bit of a breeze, but it was nice. It was brisk, especially getting out of the sauna.
Arthur? Is that an
Oh, boy.
international buzzball?
Oh
It's a
God.
buzzball. Is it a World
An
Cup edition
international
buzzball?
delight.
Buzzball
Yeah,
World.
So I will point out here.
Is Italy on it? Oh,
I thought I seen it.
I thought I saw Italy,
This-
but it could be Mexico.
No, I thought I saw it on the side. Yeah.
Oh,
No, Italy is not on it.
Is it not? Was that Mexico that I seen?
You saw Mexico. Yes. So the Mexico looks like an Italian flag
Mhm.
because they replaced the center part with the letters.
Mex. Okay.
Oh, got it. Instead of the eagle eating the snake.
Yeah.
Yes. I will point out this buzzball does not say World Cup on it anywhere. It
Of course it
is
doesn't.
supposed to
I don't
look
wanna
like
pay
a
that money.
soccer ball.
Mm.
And it has these country flags with like their 3-letter abbreviations on it, but nothing explicitly tying it to the World Cup.
What is the World Cup flavor?
Yeah. What does it taste like?
What's our international delight tonight?
Okay, I'm glad that I get to say this. It is gold melon.
Uh-huh.
How many O's? Can you count them for me before you
Oh
take
my God.
Oh, it's
It's
actually
mostly
a lot of
A's.
A's.
It's mostly A's. Yes,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So it's more gold melon.
Wow.
And what does gold melon taste like?
it tastes like melon.
Okay.
What kind of melon? There's
Midori,
different
like
types. Is it,
watermelon, like
cedar?
It's definitely not a watermelon. I would
Okay.
say it's like probably closest to like a honeydew, but
Okay,
it's
that was
also
what I
like a
was
very
figuring.
generic taste. Like it doesn't taste like an actual fruit. It tastes like an artificial fruit flavoring.
Mhm.
Yes,
that makes
generic
sense.
melon. Yeah.
Now, Kamish, the reason that we wanted to jump into the draft here is because you had some hot draft takes. I want to hear these things. Tell me about your draft feelings, Kamish.
I just didn't enjoy, I guess, the presentation.
Presentation.
There you go.
Mhm.
You could do that. Which my family has continued to do that. Continuation. No, I just didn't enjoy
Repetition.
the presentation of it. It was. I'm not denigrating Pittsburgh whatsoever. I'm talking about the TV presentation.
Oh well, yeah.
The TV
Well,
presentation
yeah,
is just like
that's always lacking.
there's like 3 picks in, and it's just like the pick is in, and we're still stuck on the Dolphins pick, and like the 15th pick I already know. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, this is ridiculous. I think our friend Ashton Batuso was at the draft. She was like, how the hell do you know the draft picks before me? And I am at the draft. Like, how does Twitter know that? Now, like, sometimes, like, when you have the NBA draft, you know, like, Woj would just be like, he's targeting this person with this pick or whatever.
Mhm.
But, like, I'm talking about these picks are done. And it is just a drag. It is just like they have so much filler. They have,
Mhm.
I mean, it was just ridiculous. One thing I did enjoy the Pittsburgh thing when they played Renegade and then they drafted like an offensive lineman.
Yes.
I was like, that was enjoyable. Like they're like, yeah, we're gonna play the whole song Renegade, and then it's just like the Steelers select an offensive lineman, and everyone's like, yay!
Literally my only complaint about that whole bit, and like I say this as someone who obviously I am here for Pittsburgh things, but I am not a Steelers fan. The only thing I didn't like about that particular bit is like there were a lot of people with terrible towels there who were doing what they were supposed to be doing. There were also even more people who were just like holding up their phone. Be in the moment. There are TV cameras. Just watch the TV camera recording later. We don't need your like shitty phone camera view of this. If
You're
you have
not.
a
You're
towel-
very. You're not going to go back and rewatch this.
You're not.
Admit
You're
it to
not.
yourself. Stop
and nobody
lying to
wants
yourself.
to see it on your Instagram story either.
No one wants to have your phone distracting them. Stop watching shit through your phone and use it with the eyes that God gave you.
And I recognize that we are saying this as like semi-professional posters, but like please for the love of God, be there
We
in the
also
moment
want
and
you
then
to go
post
to
about it
live
later.
events and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I still got some good like pictures and videos at the live events I was
Yeah.
at this weekend.
Which you can do. I feel like the like renegade thing is something that like
Yeah.
be there for that. Be there
Yeah,
for
my
that.
idea, I was just talking about this like last night, I think. And the ideal is that like you're there, you take a couple pictures.
Mhm.
Maybe you have a video, but you like have it as unobtrusive as possible. You just have like little bits here and there. I have plenty of videos from when I saw Oasis
Mhm.
because I'm like, oh, they played this song and I want a little bit of this song. This was when the rain started, when they were playing Slide Away. And I was like, oh, I should get I want to remember this moment specifically.
Mhm.
So I'm going to get a little bit of this and then I'm putting my phone away.
My
But I'm
main
not going to have
takeaway-
my phone up here.
Yeah.
My main takeaway for this one is just like this draft could have been an email.
That's the whole
Fully,
thing.
that's-
Draft. The whole
I wasn't
draft
even
could be an
watching the
email.
draft.
Yeah,
I was away with very
Like,
little
I don't-
Wi-Fi.
I don't
I
feel
wasn't
like
even
there was
watching it, and I'm
anything
like,
too
this draft could have been
crazy.
an email. No.
There was nothing too crazy for a pick or anything like that. There was nothing off the wall except maybe you could say the Rams pick of Ty Simpson at 13.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Jeremiah
what
Love.
was that?
Jeremiah Love at
Jeremiah Love at 3, but
I
that's
feel
the
like
card.
Jeremiah Love at 3 is more defensible though.
That's much less of a reach than Ty Simpson at 13. Let's be real.
But like the Cardinals are like, these are franchises that do things like this, and they don't necessarily like, you could, it's kind of like the Cardinals are the Homer Simpson meme. It's like, and everybody's in the
Which
things
one?
like, hold on, he's going to do something stupid.
Yeah, okay.
But like Jeremiah Love, fantastic running back, phenomenal running. He probably going to kill it there, but
Oh yeah.
like, it's just like, you didn't expect Love to go 3, which is crazy. Like a running back just go really high, which, for the past whatever years,
This
running backs
wasn't
don't go that high.
a year that like you had that kind of class of running back that would
No.
go high, like a LaDainian Tomlinson. You just
Mm-mm.
don't. Pico, you had your hand up.
Arthur, are you taking video of the podcast?
Yeah, he
Look,
is.
I just want to be able to tell people that like I was
I'll be
here
on
when we
this
were
podcast.
recording
You were
the
here
podcast.
when Kamish was dropping those hot draft takes, buddy. You were there. You can
Sorry.
prove it.
It's
I mean-
I didn't enjoy it, man. I just didn't enjoy it. Like I was
No,
watching
it fully
I
felt
made,
like that. I got
I
better.
made
like,
appetizers,
updates on
and I
it
was
from
like,
the
"Yeah, this
Discord
is
group.
gonna be fun," and it was just like a slog.
Is this something that is like a recent thing, or is this just a like we have the internet now thing? Because I feel like with all of these, especially drafts, because the thing with the draft, right, is like each individual team is going to know kind of who they're picking. They're going to
Yeah.
have an idea of who other teams are picking based on because like they're talking to each other and just in case they want to make a trade or they're talking to players who are saying like, hey, this team is going to draft me, right? So like all of this information is out there. And so if you want to, right, if you're one of these NFL insiders, or in other leagues, they have their own insiders. I mean, we were just talking about
Well,
Woj, but
Yes,
you
and
know,
Sean.
like the information is going to be out there. And so like if you're looking for a pro sports draft to be a television event that you can also live post about, like you're going to see the picks before they happen. And that's been the case for probably about a decade now.
Now, normally, no, that's fine. But I'm talking about there's like 3 picks down the line. They missed a trade in the broadcast. Like the broadcast totally missed a trade. Like this was just not quality broadcasting. Like
Okay,
I
think it's
understand that.
also-
Like the pick is in. Like you'd see the pick is in. There's like
Mhm.
7 commercials, and then we finally get the pick, and it's like, what the fuck, man? And
Yeah.
so I just feel like it was diluted. It was watered down.
Okay,
Just
I
not a
understand.
great TV product.
Yeah, I understand that from it, like especially because this was like an ESPN thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was.
Yeah,
ESPN.
yeah. Okay,
just-
that
yeah.
makes sense then. That it's
I was
not
just
that
not a
good of
fan of how
television
they did it.
product.
I was on the Game Day podcast. I enjoyed Nick Saban being scared by the Permanente brothers sandwich, and Kirk Herbstreit was trying to run away from it. I
Bitch
enjoyed
behavior.
that. I did. I
Fully.
enjoyed that. I mean, Des was like picking at it, but like Reese went all for it. So shout out to Reese Davis for that. I enjoyed like moments of it, but it just felt like, you ever go see a movie where you're like, hey, that could have been probably like 30 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
this you didn't need this here. But it just felt like they were fluffing it more to get more ads, and which the state of the world is everybody's just trying to get
Well,
more
that's
money.
sort of how I
So
felt
yeah,
like that's what everybody said about WrestleMania too, wasn't it? That
yeah,
they
Who
spent more time
broadcasted
on the
that?
ads than on like the matches themselves. And like the thing too is like the draft has always been the draft. You
yeah.
can only make the draft so exciting. So
Mhm.
you have to like we know what to expect from the draft. It's less about the draft and more about the TV product. And the fact that like it's not just that we have the picks earlier from the internet, although that
Yeah,
does like it's not like spoiler alerts, but it's like, okay, let's just get to the pick.
yeah. Let's
But
do
it's
the
also like
reaction
when you
or
have a class where you're not saying that it's not a strong class, but you don't have a ton of, let's say, like really heavy hitters that you know are going to go here,
yeah.
and like you're following a couple storylines and you're waiting to kind of see where people are going to go. Like the biggest thing, again, Ty Simpson at 13, everyone going, "Oh no, baby, what is you doing?" Like that was the big thing that
I
kind of
th-
everybody took away from the draft this year. And it's like, what are we doing here?
the broadcast even messed up like Fernando Mendoza's pick. Like his
Yeah.
pick was they showed the video of him getting the call from the Raiders, instead of like his actual reaction to seeing his name on TV. So it looked like it was a delayed reaction. I'm like, I feel like they do this every year though. Like they,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
kind
know.
of, because like,
Yeah,
what was it last? Was it last year or the year before? God, who
it just
was
looks like
it?
somebody was just sitting there waiting for their name, and they're showing the
Well, yeah,
feed. But
and that's what well, they
I
did the
don't
same with
know,
Tommy
man.
Millot a couple years ago too. Like, well, they like it wasn't so bad because like they had him, and then they had him when he got the call, and like
I just
seeing his name, and like that's the ideal. You want to like if you're following some dudes, you want to kind of see them watching where stuff is going to go. Um, unless you're like Will Levis, right? And then it's really awkward.
nobody
Like,
does that anymore either. Like they're not going to
no,
sit in
and
the
like
room.
when it's consistently like feeling behind, that's when it starts to like pile up and you're like, okay, what is the broadcast team doing? Like,
Like
you're not really on your job right
I
now.
kept checking if my stream fell behind somehow.
Yeah,
Like I was like, did my 3-year-old accidentally hit pause at some point, and I'm like
right.
behind, and then I kept checking, and like it's like pick 12, it's the Dolphins, and I'm like okay,
Mhm.
and then it's like well with the 15th pick, whoever had the 15th pick was like they're gonna take him, and I'm like okay, it's just like
Okay,
what
but
the
what
hell is
about,
going
yeah,
on, man?
Jordan, you've had your hand up.
So two things. One, the Fernando Mendoza thing is very interesting because there were two different versions of that played at the same time.
Yeah,
NFL Draft had a different celebration version than the ESPN did. So either they redid the celebration,
Mm.
recut it, or they
Mm,
had a pre-recorded celebration because there were two different versions that were aired at the same time.
that's very
Sus.
suspect.
The
Mhm.
other thing is that Kamish, you were talking about how like, sort of we want to go. This is actually a shorter draft time than they've had before. They were only 8 minutes in the first round this year, which felt incredibly short. I was used to 10, right? And so even they only had, I believe, 8 minutes in the first round.
Right, but they're padding that with commercials is the problem.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it felt like it took fucking forever. And
Yeah.
like I mean,
And
I
that's
will say this as someone that like it was I had it on not because I actually like really care about the draft, but just kind of like, oh, they're in Pittsburgh.
Hey, the
I'll
draft
have this
on.
on, you
Yeah.
know.
yeah.
Harry Speed's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
What
Yeah,
do
rules
they
it,
on.
show
it
on
the
TV?
draft
I've
being
been
on
there.
is very much like speeds on for me
Yeah.
Yeah,
personally.
Uh-huh.
And you know, it was fine, but it was just like, oh my god, this is taking so long. And yet it was also taking them forever to like actually show people celebrating when they got the call. And like we got
Mhm.
that one and I think this might have been on day 2 because I saw the clip later, but like the clip where it was just like here is a guy and it's just his butt like in front of the player that we actually want to see. Like there's just like I don't know, man, the camera work and production left some things to be desired here.
So I didn't see a single minute of this from a telecast perspective. Everything that I consumed for the NFL draft was in person. And the thing was that like I wasn't really paying attention to who was getting picked or like what was happening. I had one point at the end, so I only was there on Saturday. I was like I had things going on, I was busy, I couldn't make it down during Thursday or Friday. But, Saturday they were having an event at the Pitt football experience. So I went down for that and then I was like, I'll check out the rest. I went through all of the activities that were there for people to do. which if you've ever wanted to be activated by corporations, listen, like there were so many fucking I'm fucking
Brand
activated
activations?
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
like
Activation.
I
Brand
mean,
activation.
listen, and it wasn't just corporations. Like there was
Corporation.
activation
Corporations.
for the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Like they had a booth there. Like they were talking to people. I literally went up to them. I was like, "Okay, what are you guys doing here?" Like,
And
I get,
Okay, but patents and
What-
trademarks are important.
yeah,
I
actually,
get why
what
Bud
were
Light
they
is
doing
here.
there?
Why are
Yeah,
you
I'm
here?
really curious. Like, genuinely. Not
They
even as a bit.
basically- So they were saying like, yeah, you know, the NFL draft, like obviously we work with all 32 teams on their patents and trademarks, but the NFL draft, you get a lot of like athletes and influencers, content creators, that like people like that come in. So like we want to educate them about like how they can, you know, get trademarks for their own stuff that they do. So I actually like talked to the person there.
Yeah, Patent and Trademark Office, I am interested in your services and would like to subscribe to your newsletter.
Pickle, genuinely, if you want to talk patent and trademark, this is one of the things my lawyer does. Like, she's very big on like, you should have like trademarks for stuff because stuff can happen if you don't.
Well, apparently they couldn't stop the counterfeit NFL merchandise seized in the Pittsburgh Strip District.
Listen.
Nobody's stopping the strip district.
No,
Correct.
Never. Never.
even they know it's a fool's errand to try.
Like the Strip District is so notorious for, I mean, they make all their own merch there.
Mhm.
Like you're not getting Nike, you're not getting official, like, you know,
That's
if you're going to the
in-house.
Strip
That's
District.
farm to
Yeah.
table merch, dude.
I remember back when it was whenever, I don't remember the year, but it was whenever Johnny Manziel got drafted. Literally the day, it was a Friday night, right? So like the first round of the draft is on a Thursday, and it was Friday night, and I was going to a Pirates game. And the Strip District t-shirt vendors, because he'd gotten drafted by the Browns, the day before, they already were selling shirts that said "Fuck Johnny Football."
Yeah, I
Like,
guarantee.
This was a less than 24-hour turnaround.
They had those ready to go, though. It's like us when we prepare for stuff. You got to have like a couple versions of stuff ready to go, so you can
Just imagine them
get it ready.
like in the hills or like in a basement somewhere, just cranking them up.
next to the Pittsburgh potty, just cranking them out. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just imagine like summoning the hate to hate Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel.
I don't think that's that hard, actually.
No, I do. I fully get that, and yeah.
Anyway,
I
listener,
have no dog in that fight ever.
if you, for some reason, are looking for a Drew Aller Steelers t-shirt, I guarantee you they have them at the Strip District.
Oh man, there's a few of those already, guaranteed.
Oh my god.
They probably don't even know his number yet. They just have a whole bunch of different ones. And
No,
you can
just
Mhm.
basically any number you want
Yeah.
that says Aller.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about Drew Aller. I do want to talk about Jennings Dunker, though.
Okay.
Especially because I don't know how we as a committee didn't realize he existed before this.
He's an Iowa player. I'm well aware of Jennings Dunker.
Okay, I was not aware
Okay.
of his glorious ginger mullet until
Yes.
he got drafted by the
His
I think-
what?
Steelers.
Oh my god!
I
Look
think
at
he won-
him!
Did he win one of the Salon Beef Days?
Oh,
There's
maybe.
so much happening. Oh, this guy.
Yeah, Jennings Dunker won Salon Beef Days. Yeah, he's also he won it in 2022 and 2023, back-to-back champ. Yeah. I knew Jennings Dunker.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So this is my failing.
Okay.
But I just want to take this moment to appreciate Jennings Dunker, who has been drafted to exactly the right place, because this is a man with a mullet and a mustache and a bunch of
It's good.
tattoos.
Thank you. I was hoping we were going to acknowledge that mustache as well. It
So
really
when-
ties the
I
whole
showed
look
a picture
together.
of this man to obnoxiously pit boyfriend, and he was like, "So are you saying that I should have a mullet and a mustache?" And I was like, "No."
I'm not saying it.
But if you wanted to do the mullet, you have to do it before the farm show and enter the mullet contest.
I've seen that man's hair.
I know.
He would have a fantastic mullet.
So I haven't mentioned the activation that I found the funniest personally.
Yeah, where did you get
Um,
most activated, Arthur?
So this didn't really activate me at all. It just
Okay.
amused me to see
Okay.
what they were doing.
Sure.
And honestly, we might have to cut this because I don't want to. I don't like. No, you'll see. So the Anti-Defamation League was there,
Defamation.
Oh no.
and
What?
they were promoting like the blue square thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they had these blue Post-it notes, and then there was like a wall where it was like you like put up your blue
like in
Post-it
those
note about
commercials with the
what like
whole
standing up to hate means to you. But the thing that really got me was they had this like long instructions about how to not say anything
Instructions.
controversial
Uh-huh.
when writing on your post. Like it was like,
Uh-huh.
don't
Because you
mention this,
can't
don't
be
talk
saying
about
anything
that,
about
right?
standing up for Palestine on that
I was gonna say
particular wall.
you
Yep.
can't go up and
Look,
write Free
look,
Palestine. Like
It was way more broad than that. Like they were covering so many different like do not mention anything controversial at all that like anyone could find at all controversial. Like it was
so we're standing up to hate without offending anyone.
Aha.
Yes, we are standing up to hate in a way where we cannot
don't
mention any hate.
Actually do, except
don't,
in these
yeah.
very limited parameters that we have defined in recent years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please stand up to hate using the approved corporate brand guidelines.
Yes.
That was amusing to me.
I mean, honestly, that does align very much with the like NFL like end racism thing at the end of the like. Yeah, honestly, all of this tracks.
Yeah. The PA tourism people that are
Mhm.
trying to get people to do tourism in PA, which I'll admit I'm not good at. Like I was looking at my calendar. Every tourism I have planned is leaving the state. They had one of those cameras that LSU had for recruits, right?
Mhm.
The infamous Brian Kelly video where he's like dancing
the
with their, but
360
like the camera
camera?
spins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hang on. I'm gonna just post this in the
Is this
Discord.
the one that you showed us, or is this a different one?
Yes, this is the one. This is the one I showed in the private secret Discord that we have.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna post it for our patrons on Discord.
Good call.
So they can see what it would look like if I was gonna play football for Brian Kelly.
Oh, this is was this also like the PA 250 people? Because I have a tote bag from the farm show that has that same branding on it.
It could be. I don't know why PA 250 is a thing because Pennsylvania predates the United States by several years.
Yes.
But I guess they had some PA 250 branded things there, I guess. I was just there for the video. I was just like, I gotta get my video taken like I'm a LSU football player.
This music is a trip.
I know, right? The other one that I liked. So I didn't do too many of the activations because the whole like process was basically just like go places to wait in line. Right? Like I had to wait in line for the Pennsylvania tourism thing to get the video taken. Yeah, that's the same branding that they had.
I like it.
Did you give a thing?
I don't know. It did the like Apple thing where it thought I was giving it a thumbs down. I went to the farm show because of what I do for actual job. I was at the farm show for fun the opening day, and then I was there again later in the week. And opening day, to get this tote bag, you had to do like a whole scavenger hunt and get stamps from a bunch of different stands, and they were slammed, and it was a lot of work. And I wanted the tote bag, but I did not do the thing. And then I was back towards the end of the week, and they were just trying to get rid of them. And all I had to do was give them my email address to sign up to win a free trip to Gettysburg, which, like, yeah, sure, I'll do that, whatever, to get the tote bag. And that's how I got the tote bag. And it's actually like, it's a nice bag. And I'm happy to shill for Pennsylvania because it is, in fact, a trip.
Yeah, they were like, you had to answer a Pennsylvania trivia question.
Oh, they did that at the farm show too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got it wrong. But that I feel like my answer was better than the one they had.
What was the question?
The question was just like, what's a famous chocolate company from Pennsylvania? And I knew that you were supposed to say the one that has the big ass amusement park and is in the middle of the state. But I we're in Pittsburgh.
You said Sarah's, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. And they were like, no, that's not right. And I'm like, yes, it is.
It is.
And they still let me get the video taken So that was cool. But yeah, like I saw people at the NFL draft with like children, and I was like I felt bad for them because it was like all you do here is you wait in line, and then there's like some experience you do that's very brief, and then you go wait in another line. And
Isn't
like
that like the same experience as Disney World though?
It is, but you get a ride at the end of Disney World.
yes,
It's not nearly
yes.
as fun as Disney World.
Yes, whereas like so another activation that I did this one for American Express because I was like, okay, like I am an American Express card holder. So like I'm already paying for this, I should take advantage. I waited probably for like 45 minutes for this. You go in, they take your picture. You do some sort of like quick game on like a TV screen where like there's a camera on you, so like you're trying to move around to like match things on the TV screen. And then they make a trading card with your picture on it.
Ooh.
And so now we can officially say that Leafs President's Day collection, not the worst trading cards. Because
Fair.
we got one here with me at the NFL draft, and then based on how well I did at the game that I was playing on the screen, they have categorized me as a sleeper pick, which I know means not good.
Oh,
I know what that means. The other thing, like, so I've been to a lot of events in downtown Pittsburgh, whether it's like the Three Rivers Arts Festival or Picklesburg, things like that, where it's like kind of a similar vibe of like we've closed some streets, you know, we've a bunch of people here, you can walk around, you can have something to drink, something to eat. The big difference between those and the NFL draft is that every beer at the NFL draft was Bud Light or Michelob Ultra.
Ew.
Again, in line with the corporate brand guidelines.
Yes,
right.
like it was every single thing. Every single thing at the NFL draft, a company paid to have there, right? So like I took a picture of just the menus at the various concession stands. I call them concession stands. Like they were physically set up like booths, like you might see
Concession.
at like a fair or something like other like the Arts Festival or Picklesburg. If you go downtown, you see that. In terms of the food, they really managed to recreate the experience of food at an NFL stadium across the whole thing.
Speaking of brand activations, a
Activation.
Pop-Tart died.
Activations.
Yeah, that happened. But like you look at the menu,
The best thing to
doesn't say-
happen to food this weekend.
It
There you go.
doesn't say chips. It says like Frito-Lay chips. It doesn't say like candy. It says Mars candy. Like every single thing is branded.
Yeah.
The walking
That's branded.
taco, this was my favorite. The walking taco, of course, they have to tell you that it's Doritos, I think, or like Frito-Lay chips in the
Yes.
walking
Okay,
taco.
we don't have to do that here though.
But then to
Sponsor
get
us.
meat in the walking taco is an extra
Oh.
$3.
Extra
Mm.
$3 for meat in a
That-
walking taco.
That's a critical component of a walking taco. How are you making me pay extra for the
I mean,
thing that makes a walking taco?
I'm not opposed to the concept of a vegetarian walking taco.
No, like, but it should be the same for both. Like, if
Yeah.
I can have my vegan chili or I can have my meat chili. I shouldn't have to pay extra for my meat chili.
I mean that sounds like discrimination.
This is anti-carnivore discrimination. I'm on a high protein diet, and I
God, I can't eat protein.
you hitting those macros is rough, buddy.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about some protein real fast.
So much
okay?
protein water.
Yeah, anyway,
about
speaking,
protein.
speaking of
Speaking of
protein,
protein. And
Man, what a
things that
great
actually
what a
taste
great-
kind of okay. Actually, like much better than the off-brand Pop Tarts.
That's great. What a great transition.
we're so good at this.
We tried
We're-
a couple times.
We're professionals, you guys. This is why you hopefully pay us money.
This is what the money is for.
Sure.
This is why you should pay us money so we can be good at our jobs and try to hit our protein macros when we have to pay extra for a walking taco.
Listener AJ, who's part of our Discord,
Mhm.
was also at the event. And we got step-by-step viewing of Slammin' Protein Strawberry, the fugitive Pop-Tart from the Pop-Tart Bowl who escaped, said that it was not his time. He was a fugitive from justice for a while.
A heretic, in fact.
Exactly.
Whomst among us?
He appeared at the
Nova, right?
draft, and he was sacrificed. He was put into the Pop-Tart. Apparently, it was his time this time.
In the toaster.
I love
He
this.
wasn't put inside another Pop-Tart. That's cannibalism.
We haven't innovated in Pop-Tart technology enough to do the Matryoshka of Pop-Tarts.
That-
The
Maybe next
turducken
year.
of Pop-Tarts?
Ooh, oh, I'm listening.
I love that he said that. So AJ was there. He said the person
He
who
gave
did
us
the
such great coverage.
He really
yeah,
did.
it was awesome out there. He said the person who did an introduction, he said, this is the first time that we toasted a Pop-Tart outside of a bowl game. There was also a recap of what happened after the bowl game. He wanted to go pro, but apparently he went undrafted, so he chose out to live out his true dream, being toasted in a toaster.
Whomst among us can't relate to that.
If you don't get drafted, your option is to throw yourself into a toaster. I feel like that's not the greatest.
No.
Okay,
feel
but
like
seriously, whomst among
the
us
writers-
hasn't left the career that they wanted and then just longed for the void. That's how I felt leaving academia.
So we're gonna find out that Diego Pavia has yeeted himself into a very large toaster. Is that what I'm hearing here?
In Winnipeg.
Diego Pavia yearns for the void.
No, there's an update in the show notes. There.
I think the Pop-Tart should have gone to the CFL.
I could make a joke here, but it will make our friends of the show and especially Joey very mad if I make a joke. So
Oh,
I'm not
that's
gonna.
good. I like making
Okay.
Joey mad.
Yeah.
You could make a joke that Diego Pavia yearns for the void, which is the CFL.
So here's,
It's not. The CFL is in many ways a superior product.
So here's my big takeaway from the Pop-Tart. Finally, the protein, slamming strawberry,
Accepting
Finally
his
going-
destiny, yes.
going into the toaster.
Mhm.
Because I'd said, it was previously established that a Pop-Tart's dream is to be eaten.
Yeah.
And then Slam and Strawberry had doubts about it. And I was like, I don't know if I can eat the Slam and Strawberry protein Pop-Tarts.
Oh, he got him now.
You got him.
Okay, I want your take
Oh,
on
I've
these.
had-
Also, have you? Okay,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your take.
I haven't
and then
eaten
I
them 'cause
have
I
have
didn't know it
something
was
I just
ethical.
really want to say in Cajun Men voice when you're done. Please go ahead.
Okay.
So what I would like to say as Arthur munches out is if the true dream of every Pop-Tart is that eventually you will be toasted and eaten,
Mm-hmm.
is that a form of predestination?
One might argue that it is communion
No.
with the Pop-Tart.
Mm-hmm.
And eat of it.
Take and
Yeah.
eat.
Take and eat.
So,
This
like,
is my
when-
filling.
When it
Broken
goes
for
when it
you,
goes through the
you.
in
toaster,
remembrance of me.
Yeah.
when it goes through the toaster, it's transubstantiation.
Yes, see?
The Pop-Tarts are Catholic.
Anything can be communion.
Anything can be communion.
It tastes like a strawberry Pop-Tart.
Does it have that weird protein aftertaste, or is it fine?
Not
'Cause
really,
the,
no.
The
I've had 'em
off-brand
before,
ones
not
are kind
really.
okay. I haven't been able to find them here, but they have like the really bad off-brand ones, which I just will not
Off-brand
eat
ones are
because those
expensive.
Well, the
They're
off-brand ones are
expensive and
like
they taste
double
like
the
shit.
protein. They're double the
Yeah.
protein though.
yeah, that's
like
why
the
they taste like
Pop-Tart-
shit.
The Pop-Tarts are like 10 grams of protein. The like super like protein fake Pop-Tart things are like 20 grams of protein.
Yeah.
And
I-
they're not good.
I can
No.
confirm that these have 10
They're
grams of
not.
protein because I have the box in front of me. 10
That's what
grams
it
of
says.
Thank
protein
you.
is not that much protein.
No, but like it's good
No.
for a Pop-Tart.
It's more than you would get in a regular Pop-Tart, but less than you'd get in a
Why would a
regular.
Pop-Tart have protein in it? That's insane.
He's got muscles.
gains. Yeah, he's got a
Gains,
six
he's got
pack.
a swole.
I do want to take this moment, in addition to appreciating AJ for providing the on the ground reporting for us. I would like to appreciate every member of Pit Blue Sky that was
Yeah.
there.
Oh my
which
God.
was like fully half of Pit Blue Sky was there for the Pop.
I love all of you. All right, sorry, I love
because-
all of you.
Yeah,
All of yins.
because we are never not on brand. Thank you all for being there. I love you all. Blue
Fuck
Yeah,
Seven
there's-
Day
heroes,
forever.
every one of you. Also, before if we're gonna get off this, I just want to acknowledge one other brand activation:
Activation.
the Liquid Death
Yeah.
Pop-Tart flavor.
Yes.
I would destroy that.
How do I get that? Because it's caffeinated too. Like fuck me
Yeah,
up.
dude.
supposedly I've heard that it's going to go nationwide after this.
Oh,
Yes.
please.
So
Now-
this is what
I
I've heard.
enjoy
I
the
don't know for
products
sure.
that Liquid Death provides.
It is called Pop Tarts Carnage,
Yes.
strawberry toaster pastry flavored iced tea, and of course has the Liquid Death metal font, and at the bottom the tagline for Liquid Death, which is "Murder Your Thirst."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The
Great.
classic.
They're
I love
not
the- I
Arnold
love-
Palmer is fantastic.
The first time I ever met Jordan, we were sitting. It was in a bar in Austin, about to go Texas ULM, and there were Liquid Death representatives, and they're like, "Hey, you want a Liquid Death?" I'm like, "Okay, cool. I've never had this. I never read it," and I was like, "Oh, it's just water."
It's literally
It's
just,
just like I was like, "What the?"
He's
It was
so
good. It was
confused.
good, but it had Murder Your Thirst. I was like, it was just water. But this, like, they've gone into like different beverages now.
Yeah, they've
I
got like teas. The teas are very good if you want like
Yeah.
an iced tea in a can that's
I
not
did-
Arizona that costs 99 cents. It's quite good. They, like I said, the Arnold Palmer's great. They have sodas now, which are fine.
Yeah. It's like low sugar, comes in a good can.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is like the water is like it comes in a can and it's recyclable. And also
Yeah.
it is a can that is like cool enough in appearance that if you are at an event and you are
Yes.
drinking something,
that's
you
the
are
best.
Like
not
in the early 2000s when everything was extreme. That's kind of this.
yeah, but also that way it's not like, oh, I'm the dork with a bottle of water
I'm here
at a
with
metal
my
show.
LaCroix.
Right.
I'm just
It's
this guy with my LaCroix.
It's available on Prime right now, by the way.
Oh,
You can buy it.
okay.
17
really?
bucks for a 12-pack. It's available.
Okay.
I did
Hang on.
love the mural that they had all of the Pop Tarts in Mouth Heaven.
I want a poster of this. I
Yeah.
want this for my beach towel this year.
Yeah. I feel like I also shout out to AJ's I think daughter was
Yes,
giving
that's
the commentary.
Mhm.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, it
like,
it gave me all my
Toast
life.
that Pop Tart. Toast that.
Toast that Pop Tart.
It was great. I love that.
The children
I
need
don't-
whimsy.
I don't think they're gonna do this again.
It was kind of odd in the sense that it wasn't announced all that ahead of time.
No.
And it also wasn't like officially in the NFL draft, right? Like Pop Tarts
Yeah.
was not an official NFL draft sponsor.
No.
I could tell because there weren't Pop Tarts anywhere in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Same with Liquid Death. Like, so they just kind of found their way here, I
It
guess.
felt like it was like a pop-up afterthought.
Yeah, like it was off-site. Like it wasn't in any near
Yeah,
anything.
which is why AJ was able to get such good coverage like
Yeah.
in the middle of the day.
I mean,
Yep.
to be 100% like straight up with all of you, like contrary to popular belief, people who've listened to this show know I don't actually live in Pittsburgh. This is like the one thing that if they had announced sooner that this was happening during the draft, I might have seriously considered going to the draft because I had people asking me if I was going to go.
100%.
And I was like, fuck no. Why would I do that? I would have gone to see the pop cart get sacrificed, but it got announced like last week and I had other shit I had to do on Saturday. And I can't be going to Pittsburgh and going back and then doing other shit on Saturday.
For me, the biggest thing was just that, like, it was on a Friday afternoon. Like, I have a job.
Yeah, that was and again, I think that's
It did.
Kamish,
It
what
did
were you
feel
gonna say?
like oh yeah, we have to kill off this character.
Yeah, like we
Like,
have to
it
bring
was
it
just-
full circle somehow. Again, we have
Slam
to
and Strawberry
his
did not
destiny.
renegotiate his deal appropriately. We're gonna have to put him in the
it's just
toaster.
like
There was
we've
no
gotten to the end of the
renegotiation.
contract and we got to kill off his character somehow.
Gotta kill off the
Yeah.
character. That's right. He wants more money. Can't
Finish
do
the
it.
story,
Put him in
Pop
the
Tart.
toaster.
Finish the story.
So,
the story.
so I have two things I want to talk about in terms of like my attendance. Finishing this out. So, the first thing is that I did go to the stage. I saw like a few picks there. By the time I walked over there, it was the 7th round. So I wasn't seeing like the big, picks. It was funny to see all of the Steelers fans get really hyped for like, yeah, Steelers 7th round pick. Like they did the whole thing where like they played Renegade and like everybody got hype. And then it was like in the 7th round, the Steelers are drafting someone who I'm sure almost everyone there hadn't heard of. I thought about staying for Mr. Irrelevant. And when I walked up there, and the first pick I saw was someone drafted the Rutgers QB. What was it, like Calic Manis?
Aiken
Yeah.
Cousins.
Oh yeah.
And so I saw like, oh, damn, they're drafting the Rutgers QB. Like, this must be almost over. Or, like, I could just stay for that. And then I looked up and I pulled out my phone and I Googled how many picks are there in the 2026 NFL draft. And it was like, damn, we still got 30 picks. I'm not going to stand here for 30 picks. So I bailed before Mr. Irrelevant happened. But as I was walking out, I was walking from the North Shore down past PNC Park. I was going to go over the Clemente Bridge to get my bus home. And I walked past this plaza right across the street from PNC Park that apparently like they finished and it's now open. I remember last year I was reading, people saying like, hey, this is another broken promise from the Pirates that they haven't gotten this plaza built. But apparently it was built. And not only that, it was hosting off-site unofficial events around the NFL draft. So Wednesday night, like the night before the draft, they had like a draft kickoff party with a special performance from Nelly. Then Thursday, during the day before the draft started, they had another party that they hosted there with Steve Aoki. And then
We're really
I'm
taking it back to
walking,
high school, huh?
yeah, I'm walking by. It's Saturday night, and I see the sign for their draft closing party. And their draft closing party also is going to have a musical performance. And so I'd been planning on just going home, but I saw that and I was like, well, I got to go to this. And, we were talking about earlier in the show about just people not being on their phones and being in the moment. But, I felt like I just had to pull out my phone and at least get a picture so I could show you. Put it in the chat right here. So let me tell you, this
Okay, but
this
seriously,
was
Yeah.
this
might
was
be
my
the best part of
highlight.
the week. Well, aside from the Pop-Tart.
This was my highlight from the NFL draft. Like, I think
But
Pittsburgh
there's
did
a
a
guy
great
with his
job.
phone right in front of sorry.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh did a great job, like as a host. I think it made the city look good. I was right, by the way, about it not really being that big of a deal if you weren't in the immediate vicinity of the draft. Like all of the news leading up to Thursday was like 1 million people are going to be here for the draft, and
The
like the news
apocalypse
after
is
Thursday was like
Mm-hmm.
everywhere outside the draft there are no people. And bringing 2 Chainz to Pittsburgh, I think, made it worth it.
Welcome, Mr. Chains, and thank you for coming.
The
Yeah,
the weird thing too is like this plaza is like surrounded by an apartment complex. So we're just like people on their balconies watching the 2 Chainz concert.
Oh yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so there are friends of the show who actually everybody except Bridget has met, who currently live on the north side and used to live like closer to all the stadium stuff than they do now, and like they sat out on their balcony and listened to the Taylor Swift concert at Heinz Field. Like this is a thing that people who live on the north side do. It's kind of a vibe.
Kamish, you want to give us some highlights of some of our favorite players, where they ended up?
Yeah, we love this because I mean this is why I like watching the NFL draft because it's kind of like graduation.
This is the only
For our
like
favorite
this
play.
kind of thing is the only thing I care about.
The culmination of their college career.
Finding out where our children went, and also
That's right.
like
It's true. Yeah.
Sometimes I
and
get
getting
to
to be happy for them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Tokyo Toe signed with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yay!
3-year deal.
Right.
Was not drafted, but it's fine. It's a kicker.
He's a kicker.
Undrafted free agent. Perfect. Ryan Eckley, punter of Michigan State, was drafted by the Ravens in the 6th round. Also, shout out to Ryan Eckley for following us on Instagram.
Yay!
Longest punt of the week winner, Tommy Doman, drafted by the Bills in the 7th round.
Let's go.
So me doing those stupid longest punt of the week awards, we have gotten somebody drafted. So I'm going to take credit for that.
Raising draft stock, dude.
Yeah, raising draft
we
stock.
should. You know,
that's right.
Claim it.
We're raising the perception of these players. So Jack Strand of Minnesota Moorhead, quarterback. He got drafted, undrafted free agent. He was a big Detmer darling, I believe. D2. D2, yeah, big Detmer darling. He went to the Falcons. Heinz Kang. Quarterback, Georgia Tech, went to the Panthers as the undrafted free agent. Joseph Manjack, the fourth, wide receiver out of TCU. He also played for Houston. Signed with the Broncos as a UDFA. Jack Stonehouse, the punter for Syracuse. Texans, signed there. Jalen Wolfhall from Incarnate Word, wide receiver. The one with the headstand celebration.
Yes.
Is also with the Texans. Dan the Man Villari from Syracuse, tight end, also quarterback too.
That's to say.
And running back. He does it all. Signed with the Rams as a UDFA. Mark Gronowski, quarterback, Iowa, South Dakota State, signed with the Dolphins. Miller Moss for Louisville, the Beans Bowl champion, goes to the Bears as a UDFA. Dante McMillan, a running back from the beloved Eastern Michigan. The Macoon goes to the Ravens as a UDFA. Also, Pit Girl, Drew Aller to the Steelers. You already mentioned it.
Is that 9 exclamation points? That feels correct. Or 9 question marks, I should say, in the show notes. Drew Aller to the Steelers, all caps, 9 question marks.
I'm gonna have so much fun with this.
And there's, I guess, relatively late breaking news, but I threw it in the show notes. Diego Pavia did get an invitation to attend mini camp with the Baltimore Ravens. So not signed as a UDFA.
Okay.
May get signed with the Ravens. There was a lot of negativity on.
Yeah,
just
people were really fucking weird about Diego Pavia today.
Okay, he not the best, I would say, maturity-wise or attitude-wise. I get it. But
he is the most college football player of all time. Yeah. And that does mean that he's not gonna translate well to the NFL, and that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like people have been weird about him for longer than just the NFL draft.
Well, but today especially, it felt like just really
after the Heisman thing,
for several reasons that we don't need to acknowledge.
Yeah.
But,
so after the Heisman thing, which I mean, it felt like, and it's just too much at this point. It's overkill. So if he doesn't work out with the NFL, decides to go to the CFL, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers do hold his exclusive negotiation rights. So if that happens, he decides to go to Canada, which go Diego, go to Canada if you gotta. I mean,
pull a Doug Flutie, brother. Go ahead.
You could do the Doug Flutie thing, which I mean, win a couple Grey Cups. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Be like Montana State great Travis Lulay.
No.
I don't know. I think Diego Pavia in the CFL is spiritually correct.
But
I feel like he could be a pro wrestler.
He was a wrestler in high school.
Diego Pavia would not survive WrestleMania in Saudi, and you and I both know it.
A D3 quarterback from Wisconsin River Falls, the NCAA record holder for most yardage in a year, Caleb Blaha, was invited to the Saints rookie minicamp.
How is that spelled? Because I'm just picturing him as a large plush shark.
Not the same as the shark. Blaha, not the same as the shark.
Okay,
yes.
not the plush shark. Okay.
Not the plush shark. He is not a plush shark. But that graphic that the River Falls threw there because they're the Falcons, you just see the Falcons text, and then below it is a Saints logo. It is really messing with my head right now.
Because it's Falcons colors, and I was like,
Falcons colors is he's invited to the Saints, and I'm like, I'm so confused right now.
You put that in the show notes, and I was like, excuse me?
I do not like the Falcons.
By the way, the Steelers quarterback room is currently Drew Aller, Will Howard, and Mason Rudolph.
I'm so glad I don't actually care about the Steelers.
If Aaron Rodgers decides not to come back.
If Aaron Rodgers decides not to come back, yes.
There's your Blaha. Drinking a buzzball. Ad reads.
Let's do our ad reads. As always, if you want to dress like us, and why wouldn't you? Go to the official and exclusive apparel brand of the Sickos Committee, Homefield. Use our offer code yes for 15% off your first order. Kamish, is that a Wyoming shirt?
It is.
It's a Wyoming
It's
shirt?
the horse steamboat.
Got
Kansas.
a Kansas shirt. Got what does it say? Bow down to Washington. Got the fighting
best
taters
fight song in college football.
And I'm wearing the classic Tulane. I have more Tulane gear than
you live in Tulane clothes.
I live in Tulane clothes.
Sorry. Nothing wrong with that.
Someone came up to me the other day at one of my kids' games. I was wearing a UTSA shirt, and he's like, "Oh, did you go to UTSA?" I was like, "No." I had to explain that I just love college football. Go Roadrunners! Meet me. Sorry, Arthur's moving his camera, and I am like,
why is your camera moving, Arthur?
okay, I'm not looking. Then we have our Vivid Seats code. Go to Real Games. It's always fun to go to Real Games. Baseball right now. It's gonna be baseball for a while, but do that. Probably get some UFL tickets on there too. Use Vivid Seats. Use our code SICKOS20 for $20 off your first purchase of $200 or more. Sign up for our Beehive, where we do all of our writing. Right now, or actually as of today, we were talking about our retroactive Sickos National Champions, but we've got lots of other stuff coming down the Patreon, coming down the line as well. Sign up for our Patreon. $3, $5, $10, $100, as much as you want. $3 a month gets you access to all of our special podcasts, including our Drought series. $5 a month gets you access to the Discord where you can come chat with us. $10 tier lets you suggest a word to use in the podcast, and $100 means that we'll tell you we love you. I love you, Zach. We have our merch store at sickoscommittee.org. We have our YouTube, our Instagram, our TikTok, and our Twitch. Shout out to our friends at Mrs. Board Genius's podcast. They go the places we refuse to go. And as always, our friends over at Feed Your Mascot podcast, where Jeff and Blue talk about the culture around college football. This weekend, we had lots of Pac-12 spring games, and they used that to soft launch or hard launch, I guess, a new Pac-12 logo, which is very pointy. They got a mountain in there. Now, it had the mountain originally, but now I think it's even more mountainy to go with the Mountain West vibe that they're pulling in. I don't know. It's just very pointy now.
When I think of the Pac-12, I think typically of like the Cascades. I feel like those are the most relevant mountains, although there are some in California, especially like Southern California. You can see the mountains. I don't know that I think of the Rocky Mountains as necessarily being pointier than the Cascades. Maybe some of them are.
So
I'm like Googling, like, which mountains are pointier?
So you're really thinking about like topographic profiles. There's a lot of like higher peaks in Colorado, but a ton of them you can climb. Like there's a dude in our Discord who's climbing all the 14,000 foot peaks in Colorado. There's Granite Peak here in Montana, which is in the Rockies. Obviously, it's in the Beartooth. It's the highest point in Montana, but it's the least climbed mountain, I believe, because it's so pointy.
Ooh.
You can't get up there. It's very pointy. But so the Cascades have a lot of topographical prominence, but they're not as pointy. So like you see Shasta, you see Rainier, you see Mount Hood, Baker, Adams, Mount St. Helens, mountains of this nature. They're not as pointy at the top. Well, especially not Mount St. Helens, because that one blew up.
There are some like real crazy pointy mountains. I fell down a Wikipedia hole and was looking at pictures of like extremely pointy mountains in like southern Andes. People have climbed those. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
Aconcagua is like, it's a whole thing.
Even pointier than that.
Yeah, well, but you know what I mean? Like that like it goes and then it goes up.
It's just up.
So my one thing about this logo is that like I like when a mountain logo is like when there's a real mountain where you can point and be like, yo, that's the Coors Light mountain, right? Where there's a mountain in Colorado that is the Coors Light mountain.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's a mountain it's actually in Utah that's the Paramount mountain, right? Where like the iconic Paramount logo. Yep. There's a real mountain that
Can I have a real mountain for you in a logo?
I would like a real
You are fully brand activated right now.
You know,
like you're just like, I need brands of mountains here.
There is
this mountain must be in the logo.
So the Pac-12 mountain is like, it's pointy, but it's like, it's not like Rocky's pointy, right? I assume this is, sort of where we were going with this. There is a mountain in, I think, Fulton County, Pennsylvania, where if you are westbound on the turnpike, you come out of a tunnel and there is a very like aesthetically pleasing like Appalachian mountain that is like pointy in sort of the same way that this one is pointy. So maybe it's that one.
We did get this in all the colors, of course. We got this from Colorado State. We got this from Texas State. Pac-12 country now. San Marcos, Texas, as always.
Pac-12
Famous
country,
mountainous.
San Marcos, Texas.
They were the first ones to post it and had it in the nice gold and maroon. It was very nice. But all the schools put out their logo eventually, and it was just interesting. I dropped in the chat the comparison between the two. If you don't remember them,
Well, like,
it's
yeah,
not.
this one is not outlined. Like, there's no outline here.
They took the shield away. They
Sorry.
made the P. They made the P a little fatter.
Mhm.
The C is the same. The A now has like a jaggedy like indent as opposed to an actual A. But
Yeah,
now-
I like the new one. Like this is one where it is similar but different enough, and I actually really do like the new one. I think getting rid of the gradient is nice, actually.
I was
Agreed.
hoping they snuck in the number 8 somewhere, and I still haven't found one.
No, I
No.
don't see it.
Yeah,
I tried.
was like what the Big Ten does. I was hoping that they snuck it in there somewhere.
The Pac-12, of course, is tied into traditionally the Holiday Bowl.
Holiday Bowl.
So the Holiday Bowl traditionally was been on Fox, but is no longer there. Fox
Nope.
decided not to show it anymore, which is their choice, I guess. It was the only bowl game they had. But now it is up for bids. Brett McMurphy has said that they are hiring a media consultant to find a broadcast partner because they're not going to show it. ESPN has said they don't want it either.
Huh.
So now we're down to CBS, which has the Sun Bowl.
Yeah,
is
that's
also
their only bowl.
Which is also TNT. Might as well get a
Yeah.
picker.
Yeah.
There's the CW, which has the Snoop Dogg Gin and Juice Arizona Bowl.
Yeah, they could have a second bowl. Yeah.
Or we could put it on our Twitch.
I mean, I feel like we're all sort of forgetting that like Netflix does sports now, and
Or
so does
Prime.
Amazon.
Amazon Prime, yeah.
Yeah, like
Or I mean, I've been watching a lot
Yeah.
of NWSL. You could put it on Tubi.
Is that where
Ion.
NWSL is? Tubi?
The NWSL rights deal is an absolute mess, and if we go into it right now, it would derail the podcast fully, and I don't want to. Just keep going.
Okay. Right.
There's
just gonna
also
steer around that one.
PWHL. Put it on YouTube.
But,
Broadcast it yourself. Go ahead.
YouTube again. A YouTube TV could do it. I mean, there's so many different options that they can have for this. The only problem is with the Holiday Bowl. What Fox would do is it's always up against another bowl game, and the way ESPN staggers stuff. So if you get the Holiday Bowl, get its own window. Like just make its own window.
That's going to be tough during ESPN's bowl season, but I think the interesting thing here, right, is that for the longest time, the demand for bowl games was just like more and more and more, right?
Mhm.
Like ESPN would add games whenever they could. If it was like, oh, we got extra teams, like great, we got another game. And I'm wondering if we're starting to see, right? We've seen some bowl games get canceled this year, or I guess ended. I wonder if we are starting to see that trend kind of go away. The other thing I think is interesting, right? So ESPN, when they do a bowl game, like they're in the middle of bowl season, so they're doing a lot of these, right?
Yeah.
Whereas any other broadcaster, to do a game is going to be a much bigger lift because it's not going to be something that you're doing regularly, right? Like
Mhm.
even somebody like Fox, well, I guess Fox says they don't want to do it anymore, but like CBS or the CW, where they're doing games during college football season, like they will be shut down. And so that like it would be a lot of work for them to come back for this, right? And I guess the CW is doing the Arizona Bowl. You think maybe they could double up or something, but I don't know that it's as easy as just saying like, hey, we want to air this game. And I don't know what the contracts look like in terms of who actually does the production. I think it would be a lot easier to find a broadcaster if the bowl themselves were doing it, but that's a big ask for a bowl game to be the one doing that.
We go to Nebraska. Nebraska AD Troy Dannon has said that they are going to talking about Memorial Stadium's renovations.
Renovation.
First off, they are saying that they are not going to have a grass playing surface. They're going to stay on turf.
Keeping
and
the turf.
Matt Rule's on board for this.
On board with the turf.
Okay.
However,
However,
they are getting rid of the piss troughs. Now, ladies on the podcast, I just have some questions here. What is your concept of the piss trough? Like, How do you feel about piss troughs?
I mean, like, I'm aware of the existence of the piss trough. I've been like a small enough child at sporting events as like with my dad that when I was a youth, I was in a men's bathroom. Like it happens, So I've observed piss troughs with my own two eyes. It's weird, but like, I don't know, do what you gotta do, I guess. Like
Just leave room between dudes if you can. It's
yeah,
fine.
like, I don't know. The whole thing with like sporting event bathrooms is like the piss trough enables the men's room line to be shorter. Good for you.
Mhm.
I would
Yeah.
like to see sporting venues invest in making sure that the line for the women's room is not 9,000 people long because there are not
Literally.
enough bathrooms. That's all I want. I
Just-
want to take
if you're
this
gonna,
moment.
and yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if you're gonna have piss troughs, that's fine, that's great.
Yeah, good.
Also, make sure that there are also like plenty of stalls
Yes.
for the men's gendered bathroom.
Yes.
And
Yes.
also all gender, all family family
Mhm.
restrooms are also great. Give me
Just
a couple options for
Yeah.
like how maybe my kids piss if I need to piss at the same time, and it's
Yeah.
just easier to herd everybody in there.
Yeah.
Just
make sure that there is adequate bathroom for everybody. I want to
Yeah.
take this moment to appreciate the people who own Pocono Raceway in northeastern Pennsylvania for having innovated and having the quote Long John. There is basically infinite bathroom at Pocono and it rules. You
Infinity
never have to
bathroom?
wait at Pocono because there is so much bathroom.
I love infinity bathroom.
It's very good.
What do we feel about the piss wall?
I've only ever heard about the piss wall primarily from Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend when we were in Ireland. The very first pub we went to had a piss wall. And he like went in, was like, this is a piss wall. I can't do this, and went back out.
If you'll remember last season, good friend of ours, CFB Campus Tours, found the Delaware piss wall and then it became the thing the rest of the season to take pictures
Like
of.
everybody kept tagging us in piss walls. It was just like, God, like, how do we get branded in this?
How do
But,
you make sure it doesn't end up on your shoes is like the real question here, I guess.
And then like how often are you like industrially like power washing that?
Like power wash the piss wall.
This would
Gotta
be
wear,
like
a
the
hazmat suit.
this would be the easiest, but also the grossest level in Power
Yeah.
Wash Simulator.
I love this because like people's reaction to them like not gonna do the troughs. There's Catherine
People have feelings, really
KR
big
Zonka
feelings.
Beast Guy Social. She says almost every man I know is in shambles about the loss of their beloved piss troughs in Memorial Stadium. And then like there's like even people have made meme graphics. It's like through these troughs past the greatest pisses in college football.
That one's very good.
I love the quote from the AD. I consider myself to be team trough. However, troughs are not up to code. We will modernize every restroom on the east, west, and south, and troughs will not be a part of that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I Googled codes here. Like I wanted to know like stadium bathroom codes.
Yeah, like why is the piss trough out of code?
I wanted to know
what is the code and how is it not
what is the code, and the whole thing about that is just it has been ruled not sanitary, and so that's why it's not up to code. I don't even know how you could make a trough sanitary. I don't know what type of sanitization you could use here. Apparently that type of bathroom is not up to code because it's not sanitary. There's no way to, I guess, maintain it to be sanitary. So they gotta go.
Couldn't you just put like a million of the like
I don't know
puck things that go in urinals in there and just have them like floating around like it's a extremely cursed punch bowl?
It's not a look, man.
And
man, imagine the urinal cake lazy river.
I'm just gonna say, like, urinals are designed to like, make sure there's not much splashback. The troughs, I don't know, man.
Like, I think it's possible. You just have to have like, so if like, let's say it's porcelain, right?
Okay.
The same stuff you make your potties out of.
Okay.
You have it. It's like the trough, but then it's got a bigger lip,
Okay.
and the lip is kind of triangular, so it goes down a
Ah.
little bit and then it dips down. And
So
then
like the Pac-12
where it
logo.
dips and then make it the Pac-12
Pac-12
logo.
logo piss trough. Who says no?
Make it pointy like the Pac-12 logo. I think you make it fine.
I'm sorry, Pac-12 logo. I like it. I didn't mean to do that.
Right, because you see, like, there's no, like, it has a lip, but there's nothing, like, to ensure that that the piss goes down if you miss. Give it a funnel, give it a little bit of, like, a ramp.
It's
to,
a
like,
bad
and
situation.
make it go down.
It's a bad
I think
situation.
it's fine.
It is not sanitary, which I get it. Like
No,
I
it super isn't.
I was looking at Ohio code. I was looking at Nebraska code. I was like, why am I looking at this? I was like, I just got to know why. Because
We all
he
have
said
our
it's not up to
rebels.
code. I'm like, is he just using this as an excuse
Right, the same, like,
to say that he's
you
on
can't
Team
get a
Trough?
dog kind of shit, yeah.
You know? And I was like,
Now-
I gotta believe you, Troy Dannon, that you're really truly on Team Trough.
Now, what if
Just
we
because we're
redirect
preventing you from doing it? Yeah.
the P and we have like a Rube Goldberg machine
Okay.
that is
I don't-
powered by P?
On a
Okay.
scale of 1 to Pee-wee's breakfast machine.
Oh, I was thinking more like powering part of the stadium with like P power.
I mean, could you do the piss trough powers the Wiener Schlinger?
I mean, I would imagine it would be possible, right? Like you'd have to have. I mean, maybe
Well,
a trough would be better than individual urinals, right?
I'm
It all-
just
'cause there's
imagining
one-
like a little paddle wheel in the trough. To
No,
That's
okay,
what I'm
so
saying, like, there's
listeners,
one drain,
I
and
need
then
you to
it
pause
powers
the
a turbine.
podcast. Yeah, listeners, pause the podcast. I need you to go on YouTube and look up Pythagoras switch. It was a little like interstitial. It was a little show on Japanese TV for kids that was just Rube Goldberg machines. So it has a cute little jingle, Pythagoras switchy. And they have different little Rube Goldberg machines. You can pick out your favorite that you think would not only just be a great like piss powered machine, but that would be fun to piss in if that's how your body's wired.
You guys have heard of the interactive urinals, right? They have like the video games in them.
I mean, yes.
I have
Okay.
now.
Yeah. There are like different games you can play. There's like true or false questions depending on where you aim, stuff like that. Like
Every day I wake up and ask why men are.
It's
I just-
truly
I just want
and it's not just why are men. It's a new thing.
It's a
Every
new
day
thing.
there's a new
There's a
why
new
are
Every day
men.
there's
reason
a new
every day.
why are
I
men,
just
yes.
like I would like to take this moment to note for the record that there are no women's bathrooms that have like innovative games or whatever to
true.
incentivize
When
you
I
to
go
piss
pee, I
somewhere
go
that is
pee.
not the floor. You
If
just
I want to
piss
do trivia while I pee, I have to do Learned League on my
on
phone.
my phone.
The map tapping.
oh my god, that would be great for Matt Tap.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Oh my
Jordan.
god!
That would be great for Matt Tap.
Oh no.
Oh,
What did I do?
As close
I
as you
would-
can to a
I
lawn
would've
batar.
gotten- Okay, but like the problem is like if you
3
dribble,
times
you
multiplier, where is
You are,
Xinjiang?
there's so many opportunities to accidentally tap in the middle of the ocean.
In the wrong spot, and you can't zoom in.
Yeah,
No.
but like if I dribble, then I hit Antarctica. It's an issue. So you got to make sure you got to
Yes.
get stream. I would have gotten the
Yes.
Ross Island one. Was it the McMurdo Station one, right?
Fuck that one. I'm still mad about that.
I got a 97 on that one. Boom.
Fuck you.
Boom.
Wait,
'Cause I
no,
remembered it
hang
was by
on.
New
I think I
Zealand.
got higher than you.
'Cause I remembered it was by New Zealand.
Yeah, shout out to the thing.
While we're doing that, we got a little bit.
I got a 98.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, you got me.
I mean, again, mad. I should have spent slightly more time thinking about that one, to be fair, but also mad.
I did worse on the China one than most people. so it's
China's
okay.
so hard.
Look,
Unless
any
I know
city-
like where it is, it's a fucking guess. Okay, anyway.
there's like
Sorry.
three cities in China I can like place on a map, and the rest of them are somewhere in the middle that I don't know. China is the biggest place that's full of cities full of 1 million people that I just don't know where they are. and have no
So
clue.
many big cities I've never heard of.
UMass spring game. Pop Watson, one of the players, had a message for the fans. Quote, "We gon' fuck the Mac."
Can we get the audio here? Because
Yeah,
I love
I need the audio
I
here.
need
I'd
the
love to hear
audio
this.
here. Pull this up.
Yep, let
I
me
need
get it.
the audio because like you could hear the reaction of the media folks after he says that.
So I would like to say thank you very much for coming out and supporting us. I'll tell you right now, this ain't the same team y'all saw last year. We're gonna come through. We're gonna fuck the mat.
We gonna fuck the Mac. Put it on a shirt.
We can let them do that. We don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Oh,
No.
come on.
That's not our lane.
No.
No,
Really?
that's a player saying that.
That's
Yeah.
former Virginia Tech quarterback Pop Watson, by the way. We gonna fuck the Mac. UMass, I'm excited to see what you all do in the Mac.
Yeah.
I'm excited. If y'all fuck the Mac, gonna be very excited.
Do we think that UMass is equipped to last a quarter in Ypsilanti?
Absolutely not.
Not yet.
His name is William Pop Watson the third.
Pop, pop.
Pop. And he's a redshirt junior, just transferred from Virginia Tech here to UMass. He was the 2022 Gatorade Massachusetts Player of the Year.
Oh, he's local then. Okay.
He attended the Springfield High School, which Springfield's not too far from Amherst.
No,
Nice.
that's right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this what the Mac is returning for?
We have some. Not
Wait. If he doesn't fuck the Mac, can we say that he lied to us?
Yeah, you lied to her.
D2 St. Anselm is going to be moving down from D2 to D3 in 2027. They're going to become the 9th football member of the new MAC. Does anyone know who is in the new MAC? The New England Women's and Men's Athletic Conference. It could be any team.
I'm going to guess Mark Morrison.
Sarah Lawrence.
Maine Maritime.
Nope.
New England College. No.
You're in the wrong conference.
New MAC?
That's not in the new MAC.
Does Amherst count?
Amherst is not in there.
Okay.
Amherst is in the academic-y one. This isn't that.
Okay. I mean, Amherst is also. I am sorry to Amherst people.
Coast Guard
Amherst is about to not exist. So
Coast Guard or Merchant Marine?
Coast Guard is, Kamish. You are correct.
Is Merchant Marine?
Merchant Marine is a football-only member. Yes.
Okay, so that counts.
That counts.
Is Curry College in that or no?
Nope. The teams in here are the full members are Abson, Clark, Emerson, MIT, Holyoke, Salve Regina, Smith, Springfield, Coast Guard, Wellesley, Wheaton, and WPI.
Okay.
Wait, Wheaton has? Okay. Sorry, I have a friend who went to Wheaton, and I didn't know they had sports.
They do. They're D3. Also, the full members that you might know are SUNY Maritime, Norwich, and Merchant Marine. They're joining that group of schools. They're going down from D2. They're the 4th D1 or D2 school to drop from to D3 since COVID. Kamish, we have some soccer shenanigans in the WSL. What do we have?
Yeah. So this was a funny thing that I came across, and it ties back into college football. It's hilarious to me that this happened, and I'll just go ahead and tell the story. So the Washington Spirit were off to a bad start. And the Washington Spirit, if you don't know who they are, the NWSL, they're one of the top teams. They made the title game last year. They lost the title game, but they have the highest paid player in the league in Trinity Rodman. You may be familiar with that name. They were on like winless, like a bad start. They could only get draws or losses in the beginning, and then they went all the way across the country to play Bay FC, which Bay FC is in the San Francisco Bay Area. They went to practice, and then they saw a plastic coyote on a training field before their away game with Bay FC. They turned it into a little fun gag. Then they won the game, so they won their first game. And now they have an absurd reminder of how important it is to have fun. And the name of the coyote is Jose the Coyote. So this is from Rory Hadar, who wrote the story about Jose the Coyote. So I see this story, and then like there's this, they're holding up this plastic coyote, and I'm watching the games, and I'm like, where did they get this plastic coyote? So I start digging into the story. I read the story by Rory. And great story. And then I realized that when they were playing Bay FC, they practiced at San Jose State's facility. And then I remember in 2024, San Jose State had to get like 4 or 5 plastic coyotes because geese kept shitting on their field.
Mm-hmm.
So
You have to keep
basically,
the murder birds away somehow.
Yeah.
San Jose State has coaches that purposely move the coyotes to scare the geese off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because geese will figure out that the coyotes aren't real.
So I figured this out. And then I completely lost it. I was like, they took the coyote. They gifted one of the players a coyote, and now they have Jose the Coyote. They're holding up Jose the Coyote. It's a superstitious thing. They haven't lost a game since. I think it's like 2 or 3 in a row now with the Coyote. It's in the stands. Trinity Rodman on Jose the Coyote is like, I've never actually believed in superstition more than this right now at the moment. And it's just them after their last win over the Kansas City Current, just holding up a giant plastic coyote named Jose the Coyote. It's phenomenal.
I remember the geese shitting story.
Yeah, it was just like, because it was like the off-season thing, and then they're practicing, and I'm just like, oh my God, is this the San Jose State one? And it totally was, and I lost it. I was like, it was incredible that I was like, oh my God, college football and the NWSL have combined. It just absolutely silliness, which is great and good for the spirit.
I remember I had a job once where they had a coyote outside to try to scare away some animals, and I can say that we did not get to have as much fun with it as the Washington Spirit are having.
I love this. There's like they picked one up and they were playing with it at practice, and then so they gifted one to I think it's Katja Rabinowicz, and it's just, they gave him a gift, and then they're like putting together this coyote at practice. It's so ridiculous. It's just a great story. And I love how it started because of San Jose State having geese shitting all over the field.
This past weekend was the final weekend in several of the lower leagues in English soccer. Listeners, as you know, there's the Premier League, then underneath that, Championship, League One, League Two, National League, and then down 6-7, there's a whole bunch of other things. But in the lower leagues, League One, League Two, I believe, lower, they had their final weekend this weekend because there's playoffs for other teams coming up, so they have to finish it at sort of the same time.
League Two still got one more round to go.
League Two has one more round? Okay.
Yep. I'm worried about Grimsby Town. They're in a playoff spot, baby.
So at the top of League Two, York City and Rochdale.
No, it's top of the National League.
This was top of National League? Okay, sorry.
It's top of the National League because the National League, only 2 teams get out of the top of the National League. The number 1 team gets the automatic berth. The 2 through 6 or 7, they have to go through a playoff. And both of these teams, York City and Rockdale, are like far, far above the rest of the competition in the National League. But they just so happen to play each other on the last weekend for that final spot, and they're separated by 2 points. So if Rockdale wins, they get the automatic berth to League Two. If York City gets a draw or a win, they get the automatic berth to League Two.
This game is 0-0, and then Rochdale scores in the 90 plus 5th minute. And let me show you what happens. Sorry.
No, we got to sound like a spaceship landing.
There we go. So there's 6 minutes of added time. They're in the 94th minute, and then they cross. So Rockdale scores. And there's like a minute 30 of added time remaining. They're taking off shirts.
People are rushing the field.
People are rushing the field.
From finishing second,
They think it's over.
Listener, the game is not over.
The game is not over.
No.
So the game wasn't over. It was in like the 90. It was like 94-30. So there was still like a minute 30 left in added time. This gives York City a chance to come back and level the game, because it took 7 minutes for them to clear off the field. So the York City team can like calm down and like level themselves. Yes, Arthur.
So this is like that Arizona State BYU?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or you could say,
or like
it's
the Kennesaw
like,
State one. Yeah.
I kind of equate this one to like the Bluegrass Miracle between LSU and Kentucky.
Yeah.
Like the Gatorade was dropped on, the coach, and the Kentucky fans were actually running on the field as LSU catches the Hail Mary, the Bluegrass Miracle, to win the game. So this is somewhat similar here. But
I mean, we could also mention Ed Orgeron having to coach all 7 overtimes soaked in Gatorade from that LSU A&M game.
true.
So then, Kamish, York City does this.
Ball in towards Stones. It's Stones for a cross goal. Saved the near post. Barfield stabs it back up. Headed towards goal by Howe. Stay. Oh my word! It's somehow stayed out. Has it? Is it given? Oh my god!
So York City basically wins it, and then it was the first thing I woke up to on Saturday morning, and you go check your phone, they're like, somebody tags like Sickos FC, go check out the ending of this game. I'm like, oh my god! I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
May I briefly derail the podcast?
Go ahead.
I just want to take a second to acknowledge how male soccer players are wearing sports bras now.
It's
They
a heart
are-
rate monitor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
track the miles that they run,
Okay.
and so
No.
that's common.
That makes sense. It's just I don't watch a lot of soccer, and
Yeah.
so we've got all these guys running around, and they take
sports
their
run.
shirt
Doing
off.
the
and
Mia
it's
Hamm.
yeah, right. They're doing the Mia Hamm.
The Brandy Chastain
Yeah.
is what you're looking for there.
I was
But,
yes, I'm sorry, the Brandy Chastain. I was
sorry.
assuming that this was some sort of we are trying to prevent nipple chafing
No, it's-
situation.
Would also be good.
They typically do this. Some do sports bra, especially in lower leagues, they do that. But then there's other ones that wear different, just like the band, But that is something that is common. It's basically to track the mileage that they run, their heart rate, their work rate, stuff
Okay.
like that. And
I
so
mean,
that
I feel like you could also just wear an Apple Watch for that.
you can't wear a watch while playing soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have tape, but no watches or anything like that.
Now, Pit Girl, there are some other versions of it. I'm going to show you a couple in chat.
Okay.
You got the open nipple version.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
All right. I know that's Huang He-chan.
Yeah, I mean he's got great abs. I'm just
He's ripped.
I don't know. It's a little bit weird.
It comes up under GPS sports bra.
And that's how you see, if you ever watch a game, you'll see distance covered when they sub them off.
That's how they know
That's how
that.
they get that information. Yeah.
Okay.
York City, basically, I followed York City and I had them on my FootMob app because one time York City was so bad that they were trying to kill the clock. One guy literally picked up the ball and kicked it out of the stadium. And he got a red card. But that's the reason I followed them 3 or 4 ago and added them to FootMob. But you got a fan of life. And then this happens and I'm like, oh my God, this is great. So they're going up to League 2.
And then that means Rochdale has to play.
Rochdale has to do the playoff.
It's 2 to 7.
Playoff?
I just looked. It's teams 2 to 7.
2 to 7, yeah. They got to do the playoff. You think they get through it, but it's soccer. You don't know what's going to happen on a one game basis. So
That's always the painful thing about those leagues where you have to do a playoff is that, I mean, I can see why it's so positive for teams. You're not totally out of it. If you're 3rd or 4th, whatever, you still have a chance. It feels really bad to come in 2nd and then have to play through 2 more games.
yeah. So the thing that sucks the most here is that they're trying to redo the National League now.
Yeah.
This is because both of these teams are over 100 points on the season. But York was at 108 and Rochdale was at 106 before this game. And they split the points. So it's 109, 107 now. The National League is hell to get out of. It is hell. It is absolute hell. It is the ultimate crabs in a bucket thing. It's almost like the Bundesliga 2. But the Bundesliga 2, you get 2 automatic berths to the Bundesliga. This one, you get 1. Only one person gets an automatic berth. Then the remaining 2 through 7 are fighting for only 2 to go up. And in League 2, only 2 go down. So if you go down in the National League, it is literally is so difficult to get back up and out of there.
Have they tried to improve the National League? Have they tried adding a designated hitter?
I don't have crickets on my thing. I need to add crickets.
I don't know what they do. I'm
Just hit the
saying,
chainsaw button.
designated hitter.
It's a janky chainsaw sound.
Yeah, I know. You
As it should be.
never ever change it. I love my fuck ass chainsaw.
The
Thank
saw. There we go.
You. Yeah.
Shout out to Kennesaw State.
Now, down in the 6th tier of English soccer, we had a
Oh,
game.
there was a radio call too.
Oh,
I
there's
don't
a
know
radio
if you saw that there. Yeah,
Sorry,
the
Nancy.
radio call. He lost his absolute mind. On that
Yeah,
goal.
I'd love to hear this because I wasn't able to.
The
follow
radio
any
call
of,
was
I,
like
I
absolute
saw the
insanity.
skeets and then I couldn't listen.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is absolute insanity.
On the right hand side, Stones pulls it back. Goalkeeper saved with his foot. Still not kept out. To the back post it goes. Callum Howe heads towards goal. Scrambled in. Is it over the line? It's there. We've done it. We've done it. We have done it. York City have done it. Now it's their turn to invade the pitch. Can you believe that? We have done it. We're going back to the Football League. Oh my word. The seeds. Get in there. The promised land is here for York City. Desolation everywhere. We have done it. Have you ever known anything quite like that, Ian Dunn?
Told you lost my voice. I told you there's a chance. There's always a chance in football if you believe, and you deserved it. These boys deserved it, David. There's always, never, ever give up. This team never, ever gives up. We always score. We always score. You get your reward.
To Stones.
My favorite part about things like this is always the color guy just losing his fucking mind in the background.
I
Just
want.
like incoherent screaming from the color guy.
Do you guys know?
It's the best.
Have you heard of Shepmates?
No.
Okay, so Shepmates, it's these two twins from I think they're from Australia or New Zealand, and they imitate like crazy announcer calls, and it's on Instagram. It's great stuff. They did like the Adam Amin calls. They did like the crazy March Madness stuff, and they imitate them. They did the one where like Bill Rafferty didn't say anything and he looked like he was dead, and then the other guy's just acting like he's dead the whole time. And so they bring these calls to life with like even more than what they are. I wish they get a hold of this because this is phenomenal. So if you ever heard of Shepmates, they're awesome when they imitate announcer calls. They're phenomenal.
Down in the 6th tier, so that would be the National League North and National League South, I believe. I think that's what they call that. We had a game in the National League North between Curzon, Ashton, and Alfreton Town. Those are real things.
I was just about to ask if I'm really supposed to believe that these places are real, but
These are real. These are real. The way it turned out. Now, I had this wrong when I posted it. I have to be careful about what I say here. Because if Curzon Ashton had won it, they would have gone up. They would have avoided relegation. These teams are at the bottom of this league. Alfreton Town would have had to win by like 12 goals to go up. But what happened was they drew 3-3, which means we got this beautiful shot of both teams hitting the ground sad because they both got relegated in the same game. That is the most just beautiful crab buckety.
You know what's even more messed up?
What?
Is the team Afferton was up 3-0.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And then they gave it. But Afferton was like their goal difference was just so far. So much.
They weren't gonna, it wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't going to happen. So Ashton tried to make it happen, and they both wound up getting relegated.
I have a picture of all the players on the pitch, and you can just see the sadness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, listener, I need you to understand that there's like various guys in either pink or red and black kits who are laying or
staring
sitting
into middle distance
or standing and staring into the middle of distance, all just like having the worst day.
an accidental Renaissance painting right here.
Yeah. Anyway, art but make it sports. I'm gonna need this
Please.
one, please.
It is the magic of the soccer pyramid where you get so many fun things like this.
Now, you see all these players looking devastated. What if they had a designated hitter?
Wow, it's even more. Okay.
I
Yeah.
like that we like lock and load the chainsaw.
Yeah.
This is good.
I mean, you got to warm it up.
Yep.
Who was the guy that when he got announced for the draft locked and loaded his fists? I was like, fuck yeah. Like he was like Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible. Kamish, what is the Zurich Open and why does it happen in New Orleans?
Yeah, please explain this to me.
So I'm trying to figure out who the previous sponsor was of the New Orleans PGA event. So the New Orleans PGA event before the Zurich Classic, I'm just trying to figure out what it was called before that. So okay, here we go. It was the Crescent City Open, and then it's like the Greater New Orleans Open, and then once we get the sponsors going, it was like first NBC Bank, Greater New Orleans Open, US F&G, Freeport McMoran Golf Classic, the Compact Classic of New Orleans, the HP Classic, then now it's the Zurich Classic. So since 2005, wow, I didn't realize it was that long. They have been the title sponsor for this long. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever why this is the corporate sponsor. I don't think Zurich has any business in New Orleans that I'm aware of.
Of course.
This tournament is weird. And it's not necessarily the best golf or whatever, but it's a team event. So it's a team event with 80 pairs. So 160 golfers, and it's each team is initially chosen via like the rankings. They do like alternate shots. They do 4-ball, which is it's ridiculous. So it's not like a normal golf tournament. It doesn't make any sense. Which if for New Orleans to have a golf tournament, this is the place you want a golf tournament to not really make sense. Now, the former golf course that they used to have, this was something called English Turn, which English Turn is in Algiers, which is basically right across the river of New Orleans, which is technically still New Orleans. Now,
Zurich, not in New Orleans. Algiers, famously also not in New Orleans.
That's right, even though it is technically part of New Orleans. This tournament is in what they call Avondale, which is Avondale is even definitely not even New Orleans, is not even in the same parish. It is now at the TPC of Louisiana, which is the course that they play at now. So the TPC of Louisiana is an event, is like a course that is out like in swampy areas. Like this is like nobody should live out here. So they decided to build a championship golf course out here. If you ever watch this tournament, there will be constant shots of alligators there because this is their home and you built a golf course in their home.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you even just type in like gator, like gators at Zurich Classic, you will find a video of like the best gator sightings of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. Like there's like Instagram reels of like the history of this, because every single time, and I'm almost 100% positive that there are signs at the Zurich Classic like, do not feed the gators. Like for real.
Who's feeding the gators?
You have to put the sign there because then, the gators are going to come on the golf course looking for some food.
Also, maybe the gators think that the golf balls are food.
It could be. I don't know.
I mean, I'm used to hearing about golf courses where the concessions are very affordable for gators.
So this is like something that, like, there was multiple alligators spotted throughout this tournament. I didn't even know this tournament was happening this weekend until a gentleman by the name of Michael Brennan decided to take his shirt off for a shot at the Zurich Open. I have the link there, Jordan, if you want to show this shot.
Got it. So why did he have his shirt off in the first place?
So typically he's right on the edge of the water. Normally when you play right on the edge of the water, you see the red line right there? That's like, It's a hazard. So you either have to take a drop and a stroke penalty, or you can play it where it lies, which this ball is way below his feet. It is in swampy, muddy grass. And this gentleman is, I don't know where he's from, But if you were anywhere near the south, you would not try to play this ball because you're right on the water, and a gator gonna get you if you're not fast enough. But he just typically when players do this, they roll up their pants, they take off their shoes. This gentleman says, "No, I'm keeping the pants and shoes on. I'm gonna take off my shirt though, because I know there's gonna be a mud splash, and I don't want to ruin my shirt."
Let's see what happens here.
Oh my gosh. You dressed like that. I did not. And that was
Listener, obviously you heard the splash. The ball went directly up and back down again. And I need you to know that this guy is wearing no shirt and like the skinniest khakis possible.
Yeah. I will note a lot of the quote skeets on Blue Sky were extremely horny for this gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a bad looking gentleman, but also make better decisions.
I mean, it's a Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a very horny place.
Blue Sky is a very horny website. Yeah.
That's why I'm there.
Yeah.
That was a bit of the song. Yeah.
I would like to see, like I have said before, like golf is just a complete black hole to me. Like I've never watched golf. The only time I've swung a golf club was at a Top Golf.
Same.
I think golf should have a shirtless tournament. Like I don't think it has to be an important. Like I'm not saying they should take their shirts off at the Masters. I feel like especially if they've got like a golf course that's on a beach, like a swimsuit golf tournament, I feel like that could make some new fans. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, a shirtless golf tournament feels like the right vibe for the Waste Management Open specifically, but also, Arthur, you are also getting at a great point that Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend raised to me literally today. While we were at our local favorite brewery, which has like, it's not a sports bar, but they have a couple TVs. And so like there are things that are on, there are sports on. We went in this afternoon and 2 of the 3 TVs were set to the golf channel playing like whatever is happening. And Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend looked at me and was like, why is there so much golf? Why is golf always on? Where even are they right now? It's a great question.
There was videos of this where there was one gator that was just like eating somebody's foldable chair.
It's like gators now.
That's the gator's foldable chair now. Then there was another one that was like gator. This guy's about to tee off, and then I just posted the TikTok there, and the gator's just walking across the tee, and you're just like, you're not gonna go up to shoo the gator to get out the way. You're just gonna let the gator walk. No matter how long it happens, the gator's just going to be strolling.
I mean, clearly part of the fun, just like how the Waste Management Open has the crazy hole and how the Masters has a tradition unlike any other. Is it just we have this to get gator shots? Like that's the gimmick here?
Oh, by the way, the gentleman that took his shirt off, yeah, he didn't even make the cut.
Did all that work?
It
was a pretty bad.
I'm shocked that someone who tried to hit that ball out of the water right back into the water didn't make the cut.
Yeah, after that was the first round. He was like third after the first round. Then the next round after that, where he had to keep his shirt on, didn't play well. So I mean, maybe you're on to something, Arthur.
Let me scroll down to make sure I got everything. I think that's it, kids.
I feel like we didn't talk about Papa John, did we?
No.
No,
that's fine. We don't need to talk about Papa John.
Also, there's one more thing that's not on the show notes, Jordan. What? We have to crown the 2017 Sickos National Champion.
Oh yeah, this was the secret from the beginning of the show before we started recording.
Beginning of the show.
So listeners, just so we all know, last time we talked about the teams in 2017 who might be our theoretical Sickos Committee national title. We're going back and retroactively crowning some of them.
Yeah.
We had 5 teams up for vote. Who were they?
The 5 teams that were up for vote: UCF, who was 13-0, Tennessee 4-8, Middle Tennessee 7-6, Georgia State 7-5, Iowa State 8-5.
We put this out to a vote for our readers, listeners, followers,
listeners,
and commish.
Yeah.
What's our result?
Do you want me to go like? From 5 up?
5-1.
Okay. Coming in at 5th, your Blue Raiders of Middle Tennessee. Coming in at 4th, Georgia State. coming in at second and third, we have a
Yeah.
tie. We have a tie.
Okay.
Do we have to break the tie, or can we just name them number
No,
2?
yeah, you just leave it, I think.
Okay. Tennessee and Iowa State have tied for number 2.
Oh.
So the Sickos national
Whoa.
champion crowned is UCF. 2017 UCF.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Salute.
I
buy
mean,
it.
I don't agree with it, but I understand why people were voting for them.
The people have spoken.
The people have spoken, and it was not close.
Okay.
Not
Online
close at all.
It's almost like UCF is extremely online.
Yeah,
Weird.
that's right. It's crazy. Yeah, 45.6% of the vote went to UCF.
Wow.
22.22% both went to Iowa State and Tennessee. So 82 votes for UCF, 40 and 40, and then Georgia State was 6.7% in Middle Tennessee with 3.3% of the vote.
Congratulations to 2017 Sickos national champion.
That's right.
UCF.
Claim
Also,
it.
Coley, claim it. We got to update your Wikipedia page now. So
Yeah, it's us and the Coley Matrix.
that's right. So let's go ahead and we have to get a simple graphic out for that. So I already did the top 20 according to the picker wheel that I did earlier that did the ranking of the 20 nominees plus Spuddy Buddy. Spuddy Buddy came in 9th that year. So congrats to Spuddy Buddy.
This is what we got for tonight. Congratulations, 2017 UCF. Hang the banner.
If only they had a designated hitter.